folks, this is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week, we go 10 hours a day, we go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day out there, safe day. It's a TGIF, folks, and it's Halloween. Make sure you give out all those big chocolate bars. Be strong. Go with your heart and believe in miracles, because anything can and will happen. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow down 47, NASDAQ off 17, S&P's down 6, gold contract down $6.60, trading at $1,140 an ounce. Silver down 30 cents at $15.52 an ounce. Platinum off $4 at $9.87 an ounce. Copper flat at $2.31 a pound. Light sweet crude up 32 cents, $46.38 a barrel. Bonds, 10-year up 3 ticks, 127.22. 30-year up 22, 156.17. King dollar down 359 ticks, trading at 97 flat. You have the euro up 27 at $1.10, and the yen is at 120.71. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world? Let's go to the world of the S&Ps. You know, what we have out here, folks, is this. We're going to go through this, and this is really cool what's happening out here. So if we take a look at the S&Ps, you're still at the highs. You know, the SPY out here today, you know, looks like it got over the highs. It's going to close under the benchmark. Well, it got to go 10 more pennies down to be under the benchmark. It's a 208.38 right now. 208.28 would be under the benchmark. Volume is dying on the vine, but yet you're hanging at the highs, okay? That is on the daily. Now, when we put this up on the weekly, what you're going to see is that last week we did 576 million as we got to a price point of 207. This week we got to a price point of 209 and doing 450 million. So your correlation is quite a drop, okay? We'll end up doing about 85 million. So if I add, so let's say it's 460 versus 570. Okay, so in that context, you know, bottom line, those markets are at highs. But guess what? You know, and I've been talking about this, you know, the last couple of weeks. The amount of equities, folks, that are dropping out of bed are extraordinary. I mean, over the top, okay? What do we have out here today? You have Boston Beer down 10%. Credit Acceptance Corporation down 9.7%. Valiant, okay, which has been absolutely smoked anyway, that's down another 16%. That's trading at 93. I think that's on its way to 55 anyway, but that's a monster. You get BOFI Holding, that's an internet bank, that's down 15%. Aaron's is down 27%. Solar City's down 22%. You're talking about major destruction. Reinsurance Group of America is down 8. You got McKinsey Corp off 4. Computer Programming Systems is off 17. Madison Garden is off 3.5. SandSource is on 14. It's just the destruction, folks, is all over the place. And what has happened is you folks are waking up in the morning. They can look at their portfolio and say, that's, you know, not bad. And guess what? 6.5 hours later, it's taken to the cleaners. It's sliced, diced, all of the above. Now, let's go over and take a look at the NDX 100. So what's pretty intriguing in here inside the NDX 100 today is this, is that we have the Qs also at highs. Inside the Qs, of course, what you have is that 49% of the NDX 100 is 6 stocks. What we've done out here today is this. We've done 17 million shares. You've hit a high of 114.08. The high that we hit on Wednesday was 114.02. We had done that with 42 million shares. Yesterday you did 24 million, and today we're going to even do less than that. That's on your daily. You take a look at this on the weekly, and what you're going to see is that on the weekly basis, this week we're going to do like 142 million, which is going into the highs of 154. Now on the weekly, that doesn't seem that bad. That being said, now let's go over and see what's taken the NDX 100 down very quickly today. The NDX was positive. It's Facebook. Now, this is where this is going to get interesting. Facebook is down 275. That's not a lot, okay? Facebook has been a powerhouse beyond belief. What is intriguing about this is that Facebook is coming out with its numbers on the 4th. So the 4th, I believe, is next. Let's see. Yeah, that's going to be next week. We'll see where this whole thing does shake out, meaning, you know, Facebook is taking over the world like Google's taking over the world. That's the fundamental aspect of it. The technical aspect of it, you know, we'll see where they come in with numbers. I'm sure they're going to be monster numbers. You know, we'll see what the market's going to do with that. Gold contract. What do we have with gold? Let's go take a look at gold. What they have with gold is this. Gold yesterday came down, wide price spread, accelerated volume. The great thing today, they couldn't croak it. You've done 100,000 contracts. We're trading at 1140. Now, it didn't hold price, but that 100,000, folks, is coming into 190,000. So that is a nice indication that you have a consolidation that's happening, and yes, it can definitely go lower. The gold equities, however, the silver equities, some of them are actually up today, which is just amazing. Bottom line, that's what happened yesterday, too. We go take a look. So we got buyers. We go take a look at the bond market. Now, the bond market, no doubt, has been the most, I wouldn't be, it has given the most amount of information out that has been consistent for the longest amount of time. What we've done out here today is this. You got down to 127.14. You rejected that price. We're at 127.21. That's a toss-up in the aspect of, is it done? Because the lowest swing point is 126.16, so we can get into this 126.16. Now, we haven't made it. So what that is saying is that as we come down there, let me get up the 30-year for a second, because the 30-year is actually, yeah, see, this is interesting. The 30-year has been leading the 10-year. So what the 30-year did out here today, the 30-year actually did not only test it, but then rejected that low, and the 30-year is at 156.15. So the 30-year is still at the higher range. With the 30-year being at the higher range, that once again turns around and says, guess what? Bonds, I want to see the 10-year get higher next week, but the 30-year is saying bonds want higher price, lower yield. That says the Fed is still not going to go up in December. This is going to be wild watching this baby shake out. You stay right there, folks. We'll come right back. Dow, down 44, NASDAQ off 16, S&P's off 5.5. We're going to be right back.